What up, guys? Today, I wanted to show off this lethal run where these two players have no idea that I am a level 3 heavy here. This is a lethal run on Operation 6 Ballistic Engine. I actually kind of enjoy this operation now because fighting Tyranids, you know, they're fun. And this level actually has a pretty simple design. You pretty much just walk forward and, you know, defeat Tyranids. Regardless, I think I found a perfect team to actually, you know, beat this lethal run with, or this lethal operation. See, look, we all zeroed in on that guy who was trying to call reinforcements. As long as you're, you know, aware of what's going on in your surroundings, I don't think your teammates have any, you know, any real reason to question your level. Frankly, they could just, you know, check the menu and see what level I am. But that being said, this is a team of a bulwark, tactical, and heavy. Good grenade there. The heavy bolter is a really strong base weapon. I know the Melta and the Plasma Incinerator are good, but something about being under-leveled but having consistent fire rate and consistent damage just packs on the damage, especially when you are considering focus fire. And I just think the ammo count is so insane. Dude, I am now leveling up the heavy. I'm getting close to level 20. This was a couple days ago, and I am really, really happy with how much ammo you can get with the heavy bolter. Big execution here. Yeah, so far this run's going pretty good. I also really like the Omega Marine paint job for the Space Marines. Oh, here's a, I think it's a Lictor or a Ravener, one of those. Oh, it's a Lictor. Block, which is okay. Dodge that. Oh, nope. I just got lucky. Yeah, as you can see, the tactical is just absolutely destroying things with the grenade launcher here. That's part of the reason why we're able to make a deep run. But also just having a bulwark can kind of do that as well because the bulwark can heal. But so far, so good, using a heavy with basically no perks. See, obviously the damage starts to fall off long range with the heavy bolter, but the fact that I'm still able to basically, you know, just do a little bit of damage on that Maedrus just softens them up, basically. I would not recommend going into lethal with a underleveled class. The reason I'm playing an underleveled class here is because they picked my two main classes, and this basically started my third main class, which was the heavy. And there I had contested health that I got right back with the heavy bolter because of its consistent fire rate. I really enjoy the heavy bolter. It is what I am planning on maxing out first for my heavy. Ever since I seen that clip of the heavy just getting his full health back pretty effortlessly with the heavy bolter, it's just been something that I wanted to use. My heavy definitely looks different now. I am using the other the other skin, the other pattern skin. I'll show off my heavy soon enough, to be honest. It's kind of hard to actually explain because I'm using like two different paint jobs. I'm basically using the Dark Angels, the white and the gold, and then the pattern split. I'm basically using black and gold. It's really cool. I think this looks really good also with the oh, by the way, did you see that Maedrus just teleport in out of nowhere? Genuinely have no idea. Oh, but yep, I took some huge damage here. It is lethal, so I am going to take some good damage. But heavy still has a pretty nice kit to just, you know, play with. The Iron Halo kind of can just give you a little bit of, you know, fortability. It fortifies you, so so you don't have to worry about being too squishy if you're underleveled. I think honestly this is the best case scenario if you do jump into a lethal run being underleveled. That tactical just absolutely destroyed that Maedrus there, and I kind of needed it to get my health back. So here we're basically going to figure out if this bulwark is ready to go with their banner. So far, in this run, we haven't ran into too much. I mean, I guess, you know, the grenade launcher is a thank for that. Which honestly just... Oh, here we go. Here's an execution, and boom. Bulwark heals me. Shout out to these two players because they did not care that I was underleveled. Or they might not even know. But yeah, I think the heavy is one of the best classes to start off with if you're just trying to level something to be impactful and you don't want to, you know, learn how to play a class too much. Heavy's pretty simple. It's use Iron Halo, put out a lot of damage. Right now I'm picking perks to increase my health and damage resistance. I kind of just want to stick on that. I really just want to keep with the tank capabilities for the heavy. And here's a couple Majorus. Heavy Bolter just, you know, does a great job at softening them up. And you can still kind of protect yourself with the blocks there. Nice gun strike. Now this is before patch 5.0. However, I also played heavy, and for whatever reason, I didn't really have issues pairing with the heavy recently. I think I should try it out on lethal because I think some of the lethal, you know how like lethal and ruthless changed the windows for dodging and parrying? Well, it might just be parrying now because of the dodge client side changes. But I think that is pretty much one of the key factors on why people think parrying is like really inconsistent right now. I think it's because of like lethal's windows were already changed and now it's even worse. So if there's a difficulty taking a brunt of the parry bugs, it's lethal right now. Regardless, I still really enjoy using heavy even if it doesn't have like a consistent parry. I think the heavy puts out so much damage and it has really great survivability where frankly parrying is really good for it, but it's not like 100% necessary because if you're surrounded, you should just be stomping anyway. I still think it's pretty hilarious how this heavy is unupgraded completely across the board. I have the first 2 perks, I think, for heavy, and the heavy bolter is just, it's so consistent. I really enjoy the yeah, there we go. Yeah, boom. All you have to do is stomp and then gun strike and you get your armor back as heavy. Heavy's really, really good. I genuinely think heavy is one of the most underrated classes in the game. Like, it's like we all acknowledge that it's strong, but like we don't understand that it can actually punch above its weight to this extent where you kind of just survive on lethal. It's pretty crazy. I mean, that was a pretty good reinforcement breakup for sure. The heavy bolter, like long range, it's not really that good, but I still really enjoy using it. I think the heavy bolter, when it comes to refilling your contested health, is one of the best weapons in the game at that. Oh wow, look at the bulwark shield there. That's cool. Yep, here's another reinforcement breakup. See, if you're just doing that as a heavy, you're pretty much doing a good job. These are enraged here. So that's an enraged Majorus taking a gun strike to the face. Luckily, we have the grenade launcher. That is a weird visual bug there with the red circle. Never seen that again, by the way. But yeah, heavy bolter is still really good, as you can see there. We have a grenade launcher and a heavy bolter just absolutely shredding mobs on lethal. And look, I'm not saying I'm carrying here at all. I'm saying this is a unupgraded heavy who is surviving at lethal, and that's a pretty good feat. that's a pretty good feat. Not to mention, I just wanted to also point out how strong I think heavy is, and I think how heavy's being underutilized in operations right now. Every good run I had in lethal had a heavy in it. I don't know about every good run, but the runs that mattered had a heavy in it. Also, people kind of forget that heavy can do the res perk, where if you res somebody, they get full health back. I mean, I'm not saying it's the banner, you know, the bulwark banner to get their full contested health back, but it's kind of interesting. And that is, yeah, that's a Lictor. Oh, dude, look at this Lictor just get absolutely stun locked and shredded, man. And then I think I saw a zone throw. Now here is where the heavy bolter starts to, you know, make an impact on the operation. It's just the fact that I can get that much damage that fast on a zone throw from medium range is pretty good. Because the grenade launcher isn't hitting him. That was pure plasma pistol and heavy bolter. And this heavy bolter, again, is unupgraded. And frankly, I only got hit once, and then the bulwark immediately healed me. So sometimes you just get a really good team, and it doesn't matter that you're level 3 heavy, who has like no perks. I don't know. I really enjoy heavy. So I just wanted to make this video highlighting how impactful and how good heavy is, that it can be a good part of your team. You don't have to worry about it. It's not a liability. Like, frankly, heavy's never a liability. And I genuinely think heavy is one of the most underrated classes in the game right now. I never understood this scene. Are we exploding the giant city? Because if so, we barely dented it, right? That hive city is just insane. But yeah, this was one of my lethal runs to get to my helmet. I think there's only 2 lethal runs I've recorded. It was this one, and then the one with Reliquary, which I highlighted earlier. And yeah, I just wanted to say this was a good run. This was a base heavy. These guys definitely probably didn't know how underleveled I was for that. Hey, the heavy bolter masked it, you know, heavy bolter's good.